Welcome back to the Roofing Estimator Pro Mobile Edition video training series. I'm going to go through and show you how to create an estimate. But first of all, you're going to need a few things first. You're going to make sure that your supplier and your products are already set up in your database through your system. And the photos, what we're going to use is just some stock photos that I took from a job today. But typically you want to go around and create a photo from each corner of the house. So from the outside of the house, you want to hit all four corners and save them to your smartphone, or you can upload them right to the software. Now, first of all, we're going to go into the calendar because you're at the appointment, and basically today we set up this one roofing estimate. We'll click on that. That'll bring in all the customer information, so you don't have to re-enter it. And we'll click on, there's a few things here. You can update the calendar event if you make any changes. If you have to reschedule, delete the calendar event. If you're late for the appointment, you click on Call the Customer. And also, you can use this Get Directions tab. This is great. It'll give you a list of the two items to get directions to the job, and also Go to the Customer. So we'll click on Go to the Customer. At this point, it'll load all the information of the client in. If you need to make any changes, again, you've got the Update Customer, Get Directions, Call Customer. Now the photos, typically we'll end up taking a photo while we're walking around the job site, to take a look at the home and to upload these. The appointments, it'll have the appointments of any appointments for that client, the estimates if you created any, and the notes are great because while you're, just say the job's pending, you might have called the client, he wants you to call him on Tuesday to follow up, and you can put those notes in there. Let's go ahead and click on Photos, and I'm just going to walk you through some of the things. Adding a photo is pretty simple. You can either use the existing, take a photo, and then we'll save it at the end. So what we're going to do is just click on Take Photo. That'll load up the house, so you take four corners, turn it sideways to get a good shot of the house. But we're not going to do that, so we're going to go ahead and upload one from the existing. So now the name of the house will be front, and I usually front left, front right, and then back left, back right, and we'll call this front right. And you want to go ahead and use 4 photos because what it does on the contract, it actually fills up a full page and it looks really nice. And let's go Use Existing, and I had some on the camera roll, and we'll go ahead and do this one here. This is one that I did today, and you'll see it loads the house right in. And let's go ahead and save the photo. It'll upload that to the client. Everything will be in there. It's basically a full view of the house. Typically, it might take a couple of seconds, on the phones. Let's add another photo. And this one's going to be the front left. And like I said, I just wanted to go through and do a nice thorough estimate so you can see the whole thing get done. And that way there you know how to add these. The camera roll is great because if you want to use them again down the road, even if you're uploading, like I said, you can take the photo if you want now, or you can use existing. And for like work orders, you can use all this stuff for that as well if you have them in the camera roll. And go ahead and click Save Photo. And like I said, 4 photos fits perfectly onto the second page or third page of the contract. And when you do this, the client really they go crazy for this stuff because it's like you're paying attention. Let's go to back left. When you're paying attention to your client and you're giving them this attention that they want, it's nice. It's nice when someone's paying attention to you when you're buying something. So just picture that. And once again, you can either take the photo or use existing, and I did take them all, so I'm just going to go ahead and cruise right through this while I'm talking. And this will be the left side. And click Save Photo. And like I said, it only takes a couple of minutes. It will load a picture this fast using the camera. And the bigger it resizes the photo, so it isn't going to dog down the system. But it's really, if you look at the photo from inside, it's going to be really clear. Now the back right, and this will be the final upload of the photo. This is going to be the right section side. I think this is the most powerful feature of this software because I don't know any other software that does anything like this. Gives you all the capabilities and the power of working on the go with Roofing Estimator Pro. That's our little slogan, and we're sticking with it because I think it fits on this software. I mean, this is great. I use it every day, and my sales guys use it every day. And the more we continue on with this, you can see that the 4 fit in there perfectly. Okay, now what we're going to do is go to the estimates, and let's go click on estimates. I made a couple of tests, but I'm going to start with a brand new one so you can see how it's done. It will actually load in all the customer information. Let's go back to the, oh, I hit it again. Calendar. Let's go back into the date. Sometimes my thumb's clicking right through the phones. The iPad's nice because that actually gives you bigger tabs to work with. Now again, it loads all the information in. The same thing with the client. We're going to add new. It will go ahead and load up all of John Wall's information. This is the thing that you have to follow through. And keep in mind that when you're doing this, your user is everything. So whoever the user is, he's going to get credit for this in the database. It's going to show him the event type. So sold by, that'll be your sales guy, or whoever it is. The event type will be roof or roofing. Pending if it's just coming to the next. Now keep in mind, you can click on this next button. This will just bring it to the next tab down. So at that point, you can go to your payment terms, and that's how you do the payment terms. So we'll go down here. Subtotals all add in, and you're going to have a few different options here. Click Update User. And at this point, again, update the estimate and brings everything in and saves it. And let's go to the next feature, which is adding the items. Now the items, you're going to add a new item, and automatically you should have put these into your system if it's already if you're using this for a couple of couple of weeks, couple of months, or whatever you had. The category filter, we've set some products into your system automatically. And let's go to roofing supplier, and let's choose a product. Let's see what I put in here for a product. Shingles is where I had that one. This isn't my primary database, but it has a lot of good little things in here. And again, you'll have the length, the widths, the quantity. If you want to go the width of the house, the length of the house, and then add additional by square footage, you can with a unit of measurement. The quantity. Typically what I do is just do a price and a unit price of the job, which will be $9,643. And again, just hit that next button. Brings it right in, loads it all up. If you have a tax, you can put your tax in, or you can just go ahead and add the margin cost. You can do the override, which I always turn on. It'll give you the extended price was $9,643. Profit, if you want to put some more in there, you can do that and keep building up on this. A lot of guys like to find out what their profit is on all these, and you can do that as well. Or just click Add Item. That'll put that into the system. That is done. Now description. I really like this feature using the Siri or the voice phone where you can talk into the system. Complete roof installation, period. And that's in there, so that'll be done. We'll click Save on that one. Just Update Estimate. And it saves every little transaction. You want to do that. At that point, the description's in. You can write a detailed description here. It can be the shingle color. It can be the product. If you've got adding new skylight or whatever, any of the additional description, which I already added to the first setup on the first page. Now the estimate with a payment schedule, I just use the Suri. 50% initial payment for materials, period. And at that point we'll hit return down here on the right hand side. Hit the return button, puts it to the second line. And again, 50% upon completion of the job, period. Okay, so that puts the payment in there. You can get a third and a third and a third, whatever your payment schedule is, however you run your business. And then just go down and click on Update Estimate. That'll click on that. It'll finish up the estimate, and that estimate has been completed. Now, the estimate itself you can fire off to yourself as a test by going down to the update estimate. We can click on that one more time just to update it if you want to double check everything. And at that point you can email it to yourself, the user. If you have your email box open on your laptop, you can certainly check that out, or on your phone. We've always set it up so I go right inside and double check on my estimate to make sure it looks good and it's going to work perfectly. Okay, that'll send you directly to your email. So what I'm going to do is email this to the customer. Now I'm going to show you as I've set myself up as a customer. So it's going to go ahead and email it directly to me. So I'll click OK on that, and let's hit the send and receive button, and you'll see it in real time as it comes into your client or goes into the software. And it just takes a couple of seconds, and it's really fast. It gives your client a nice preview of what the estimate looks like. It'll automatically load your customer name, your business name into the system with your address, your phone number, your email address, your user email, and whatever information you have about your company in there. And we'll go ahead and open the estimate, and it sends it a nice PDF. It's printable. If you have a laptop in your truck with a printer, you can certainly use that as well. And you can see that it has all the information about your logo, the information about the client. It has the project cost, the job description, the information for your client to sign, as you as well. The 4 nice photos, like I said, of all 4 corners of the home, and your terms and conditions, which you can edit and change for your contract terms. Anyway, this is David Deshane for the Creating an Estimate in Detail and the form. We'll see you in the next video.